Ever wonder where your suppliers are getting their products from, how much they're paying, and what you can do as a dropshipper to skip all of the middlemen and buy from the cheapest and best suppliers from the top of the line? Those suppliers are called wholesale dropshipping suppliers, and that is exactly what you're going to learn in this video. So quick intro and let's go. What's up everybody, hope you're all enjoying your day today, and hopefully now you're going to enjoy it even more. My name is Liwan from AutoDS. I'm the content manager and I've also been dropshipping for the last several years. And in this video, I want to talk to you guys about wholesale dropshipping suppliers. These are the guys who are buying your products or the products that you're selling on your store. They're buying them straight from the manufacturer and they are paying the cheapest price for these products. Wholesale suppliers usually sell in huge quantities, and us as dropshippers, we usually do not buy huge quantities and we do not hold any inventory at all. We usually buy just one quantity or sometimes two when a customer buys more than one, and we ship it directly from the supplier to the end customer. So if the wholesale supplier does not want to ship out one product or two products at a time, how can we work with them, skip the suppliers in the middle, and make more profits on our sales? That's exactly what we are going to go over. So how exactly does this work? First, we know that we have the manufacturer. This is the one who actually creates the product from the start to the finish. Then we have the wholesale suppliers who buy from the manufacturer, and again they buy in large quantities. Everything that the manufacturer creates is sold to the wholesale supplier or distributor. Then the wholesale supplier sells to retail stores, also in stock, not in huge large stocks like the wholesale supplier buys from the manufacturer, but still retail stores need to hold stock. That's why we usually, when you go shopping for pretty much anything, there's usually more than one product in stock because they are buying stocks from their manufacturers. Then from the retail store, you have the end customer who goes to the retail store and buys the product, or when your buyers are buying from your store, they are the end customer. So that's how it works. You got the manufacturer, the distributors, the retail stores, and the end customers. Now, many of the suppliers that we are working with while we are dropshipping are actually retail online marketplaces like Amazon, AliExpress, and so forth. And those online marketplaces are actually buying from the wholesale distributors who are buying from the manufacturer. So now that you have a good idea of how the hierarchy works and what an item goes through from the point where it gets manufactured all the way until it finishes, the whole chain of getting down to the end customer, what can we do as dropshippers to work with wholesale suppliers who, simply put, do not want to work with quantities of 1 and 2? We're going to get to that in just 1 minute, but before that, I want to talk about eBay's dropshipping policy and how that works with wholesale distributors or wholesale suppliers. So here is eBay's dropshipping policy, and I took a little snippet from their policy page. Dropshipping, also known as product sourcing, is when you buy stock from a supplier and work with them to send items directly to your buyers without ever handling them yourself. All of this we already know as dropshippers. Dropshipping, where you fulfill orders directly from a wholesale supplier, is allowed on eBay. Remember that if you use dropshipping, you're still responsible for the safe delivery of the item within the time frame stated in your listing for the buyer's overall satisfaction with their purchase. That has to do with eBay business policies. We have more than enough content on that, and that is stuff that we already know. But here, what I want to show you is that eBay fully supports working with wholesale dropshipping suppliers. So this is a very important thing to note. A lot of people are getting suspended on their eBay accounts when they first create it. They make a couple of mistakes and then they have to start proving a whole bunch of stuff to eBay. One of those things is that you are actually working with wholesale suppliers as dropshippers because we know that they support it. Keep this in mind. Know that eBay definitely supports working with wholesale dropshipping suppliers. As you know, AutoDS has over 25 supported suppliers that you can work with, all fully functional when it comes to price, stock monitoring, and more. And we also have order fulfillment services. But when it comes to wholesale suppliers, we have 2 suppliers that you can work with today. And of course, we're always working on adding more. But if you're asking yourself the question, who are these wholesale dropshipping suppliers and how can I start working with them? Let's go over those 2 suppliers that we support today, starting with one of my personal favorites, which is CJ Dropshipping. Now, recently we released a video and a full blog article explaining how to work with CJ Dropshipping every step of the way, why you want to work with the supplier, besides one of the biggest reasons on them being a wholesale distributor, which eBay does support. So CJ Dropshipping has free US inventory, which means you can ship out your products from the US to the US and get really fast shipping times. They also have a print-on-demand service, so you can actually offer something that other dropshippers have no idea how to do it. And a lot of customers are buying print-on-demand products, so you can customize t-shirts, clothes, necklaces, and many other things. Now, there's so many advantages when it comes to CJ Dropshipping. I'm not going to go through all of them now, but that is a wholesale distributor where you can even buy stock. Once you have a product that is selling well, you can ask CJ Dropshipping to give you a quote to source these products for you. If the product is only being sold in China and it's selling well for you, simply ask them for a quote. They will tell you how much it's going to cost to get 50, 100, 200, 300 units to their US warehouse, and then you'll be the only person selling it from the US to the US with fast shipping times. You don't need me to tell you what's going to happen to your sales and profit once that happens. So that's another nice thing that you can get working with CJ Dropshipping. And on top of everything, again, it is a wholesale dropshipping supplier, which, as I've showed you, eBay does support, and you will not have any problems working with the supplier and of course integrating it with AutoDS for price and stock monitoring and more. So CJ Dropshipping is the first wholesale dropshipping supplier that I want you guys to know that you should work with as a wholesale distributor. I will leave a link to our CJ Dropshipping article and video right below this video, so go ahead and get started, watch that, implement it, and good luck with CJ Dropshipping. The second supplier that is a wholesale dropshipping supplier that you can work with today that also is supported by AutoDS is China Brands. Now, China Brands, similar to CJ Dropshipping, also has warehouses in the US, so you can ship out your products really quickly to your US audience. Not only that, but we have a partnership with China Brands, so this partnership is actually going to give you a dropshipping agreement, which is something that eBay may ask for from time to time, or any other selling platform that you're selling on. Sometimes you may get a request for some agreement that you have with your suppliers, so that the selling platform that you're selling on can see that you really do have agreements with your suppliers and you're not just adding products from any random suppliers and doing work that they don't want you to do. So on top of being a wholesale distributor, which eBay supports, having thousands of trendy items that are good for the dropshipping business model because they completely support dropshipping, and that is what their platform is for. China Brands will also be more than happy to supply you with the dropshipping agreement between you and them. As you see here in front of me, there's an official partnership with AutoDS and China Brands, and that is what's going to give you this certification letter showing that you have an official agreement between you and China Brands as a dropshipping supplier. So those are the main reasons why you do want to work with China Brands. And again, I'm going to leave a full article on how to work with this supplier along with CJ Dropshipping right below this video, so you guys can go ahead and get started right after watching this video. Start working with those dropshipping wholesale suppliers and get your dropshipping business to the next level. Now, I want to remind you guys, they are wholesale suppliers that are selling in quantities of 1 and 2. They want to help you with your dropshipping business. This is costing them some money because it's not really profitable for them to sell only 1 or 2 units, but they do know that when they get a mass amount of orders per day from plenty of dropshippers, then they can make this business model work, and it is working. That sums up this video for the wholesale dropshipping suppliers, what they are, who they are, and which ones you can work with today on your dropshipping business. Again, I'm going to leave the links for all of the videos and articles that you need to read in order to know how to work with these suppliers and work with them step by step and really build your dropshipping empire with the help of these wholesale dropshipping suppliers that will make your dropshipping life an easier one. Thank you for watching. Do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube videos if you are new. This is the kind of content that we're always giving out to you guys, along with product finding videos, suppliers, marketplaces, case studies, interviews, and so much more. Our goal is always to help you succeed in your e-commerce business because our success is mutual. So let me know if you have any questions, any comments regarding this video or any other topic regarding dropshipping, and I will be more than happy to personally answer your remarks. Thank you for watching and see you in the future videos.